Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Kaiser War here. So, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is dead. Now, I love the Kingdom Hearts series to death. I think I've made that known a lot. I don't get to talk about Kingdom Hearts videos much on my channel, but I really love Kingdom Hearts to death, right? So, seeing Missing Link being canceled is very upsetting because not only it's been like 3 years since we heard anything from Square Enix regarding either Kingdom Hearts 4 or Missing Link, it's just kind of sad to see a whole game that's practically been almost done and been released to the public just die like that. They did say themselves that the game probably just wouldn't last a long enough time. It was hard to provide an experience to have people enjoy this game for a long time, and I can totally understand that why. Because not only Square Enix is kind of restructuring stuff with their mobile games and they're wanting to push forward with more AAA games and more games, just more simple games in general without having to do the whole mobile stuff, or mobile gacha or whatever on live service bullshit. I get why, but there's also a fact that I just think Kingdom Hearts is kind of need to be done with all the mobile games. I'm as much as Union Cross had a great story, like Unchained and Union Cross and Dark World had great stories, they're gone now. These games are delisted, they're gone, and the only way you even know about the story is like YouTube videos people have uploaded, which they've done a really good job at archiving that stuff and leaving it online so people can actually, watch it and understand the story. But I just really think like these games would have benefited more from just being regular, straight up single player Kingdom Hearts games, and that's what I'm hoping how Missing Link is going to be turned into. Maybe it's going to be turned into some weird cutscene compilation, which I feel like I don't know how that's going to work. But they could make it its own game. Like, hey, look, Melody of Memory was a smaller scale Kingdom Hearts game. Like, they reused so many damn assets, and the only thing that was really original about the game that's like, worth anything was the 30-minute cutscenes of Kairi talking about the recap the story to Kingdom Hearts and the stuff near the end of the game. But I just don't think we need mobile game Kingdom Hearts anymore. And I'm more bummed out about Missing Link being gone due to the story implications, because I was actually kind of looking forward to the story. I love Kingdom Hearts' story to death. It's crazy, it's silly, it's stupid, but goddamn, it is so entertaining. That's the one thing I love about Kingdom Hearts. It never bores you. There's always something new and fresh and fun. Nomura, I know people make fun of Nomura so much for his story, like for how he makes his stories, but damn, the man knows how to keep people interested. I think that's his greatest strength. He knows how to keep people coming back to Kingdom Hearts. And like Missing Link was going to be another story. It was going to be talking about the blank period, about history of Kingdom Hearts that wasn't really explained. It was after the Union games and stuff like that, and it was supposed to tie into Kingdom Hearts 4. But now with it gone, we don't know what the hell Kingdom Hearts 4 is even going to what's that going to do with Kingdom Hearts 4. We don't know if there's going to be some gaps in Kingdom Hearts 4's story because of Missing Link, or we don't know if Missing Link was that heavily going to contribute to Kingdom Hearts 4. Don't know. We don't know if it's going to be after Kingdom Hearts 4 where like Missing Link then will start like taking cues and stuff like that. Because now with Union Cross gone, now with Dark Road gone and all its story implications obviously being now heavily tied to Kingdom Hearts, it's going to be kind of weird to try to like make the story around that, because you kind of bring yourself into a hole where like, okay, the games that the stories were based, the games that the stories were heavily going to be relying on from this point onwards are gone. So now we got to do something else. And I think Nomura kind of, again, Nomura, he did like him and the writing team for like Union Cross did a great job. They did a great job with characterization, made the games feel a lot darker and more serious than they usually would in the base game Kingdom Hearts, and the mysteries that's set up and having people discuss and talk about this stuff. But I just think we're just done with that. I feel like we just might just make more Kingdom Hearts games, like just smaller scale Kingdom Hearts games that tide us over until the big releases come out, like how we had Birth by Sleep and 358 and Recoded and 0.2. These games that these the Dream of Distance, these smaller games that just bridge in between the main line releases, Melody of Memory, stuff like that, right? I just prefer that nowadays, because honestly, it's been too long since we had anything Kingdom Hearts like announced. Because Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced a good while back. Union Cross was announced alongside it, and we haven't had anything in that long, and it honestly bugs me, because I feel like I get it. Game development is not easy. Game development is not easy, okay? I never developed a game ever in my life. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get to a point of where I'm able to do so. But I know game development is not a joke, right? This is really serious business. A lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort gets poured into something like this because like it's just something that the company wants to do and get out there. Missing Link, what it feels like is kind of a waste now because the game was already at a state where people could play. They had the closed beta test and everything. People could play the game. It had like actual like English in the game, so you can actually like play the game in English. It's not like a Japanese closed beta game where you can only play it in Japanese. You can play the game in English. And some people who did play the game said the game felt like it was damn near done, right? But now Missing Link's gone, which means all the money, all the resources, all the time, all the story stuff Nomura had planned out is gone. And that's a lot of money and time to be thrown into something that just won't come out. So the Kingdom Hearts team decided, okay, we're going to release some screenshots of Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm not going to talk about the screenshots much because there's not really to talk about. They look great. The game looks great. I'm just going to say that. But I know they did this just to kind of, tie people over. Like, okay, guys, we're working on Kingdom Hearts 4. We're working hard on the game. We're trying to make sure that we get this game out so people can play it. And that's obviously perfectly fine. I am okay with that. I'm okay with them axing Missing Link to work on Kingdom Hearts 4 because Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced 3 years ago. And it still isn't even, we don't have any news on it. Like, we have no news on it. It's hardly been anything talked about it. Like, and it's kind of got me worried. I know we've waited long periods for Kingdom Hearts games before, but I just don't like how long the wait is because, like, I don't want to, like, wait forever for another Kingdom Hearts game to come out, man. Like, I don't want that to happen. I don't know when Kingdom Hearts 4 is even going to drop or if we're going to get another trailer. I don't think it's going to be this year. And if I'm being really real with you guys, I don't think it's going to happen next year either. I think that at the best, we're going to get, like, a trailer maybe halfway through next year and maybe on 2027 or maybe early 2028 we'll get the game to drop. That's my guess. I honestly don't like that either, but considering Square Enix still, they have to put all the resources in, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Who knows if Final Fantasy 17 is going to come out in any next few years? There's also the large franchise. They got Dragon Quest 11 going to be coming out. Wait, no, was it Dragon Quest 11 or 12? I think it was 11. 12. It was Dragon Quest 12. So they got Dragon Quest 12 going to be coming out eventually. There's also a bunch of other games like Bravely Default's coming back with an HD thing, which like an HD remaster for the Switch too, which is not a big thing. It's just a remaster of a 3DS game, but it's still some resources being put in, And there's a bunch of other games going too. Third part of the remake series. Again, like just like Final Fantasy VII Remake, there's a lot of that. There's also stuff they're putting into Ever Crisis, which God only knows how long Ever Crisis is going to last. I feel like that game is going to be killed very soon. Considering Missing Link couldn't even get out the door, Ever Crisis is not going to last much longer. It's just not. When Ever Crisis was announced, I knew it was too good to be true. That game was not going to last long enough for them to announce the other games. So, like, you're not going to be playing Before Crisis. You're not going to be able to play Adventure. You're not going to play Dirge of Cerberus. That game is going to be axed sooner or later. It's not going to last. That game had plenty of opportunities to get further ahead than it would have. Stalling the story out with like the First Crisis stuff. First Soldier stuff. Which is the only reason people even playing Ever Crisis. I'm getting on a tangent. Point is, Square Enix is going to do some heavy restructuring, right? They're doing some heavy restructuring. And Missing Link just had to be one of the sacrifices to make sure the structure was actually sound. So, what does this say for Kingdom Hearts in general? I am bummed that the Missing Link is out. I'm not really particularly into mobile games. I'm not. I just don't get into the whole predatory gotcha bullshit. There are some games I have played for a decent amount of time because I just like the IP. Like, I played a little bit of Union Cross. I played a little bit of Fate, Grand Order. Hopped off, a while ago. Technically, Master Duel will be kind of a gotcha game, but Master Duel, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I can play that game forever without actual spend actual money because the game's just that generous with the pulls and shit. Bleach Brave Souls, I've only played because I just really like Bleach. I really like Bleach, but I don't play it often. And I feel like Missing Link, which is gonna be that game. It's a GPS game where you kind of have to go outside and play. So, it's kind of like Pokemon Go, which, that's already kind of a turn off for me. I played Pokemon Go when it came out, and I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, the novelty kind of wore off pretty fast for me, right? And I think that's what it would have happened with Missing Link. The novelty would just kind of, wear off heavily. I'm not discounting the impact that stuff like Pokemon Go had, but I just feel like Missing Link wouldn't have blown up like that. It's just, there's no way, Pokemon Go was huge because of the way they marketed it, and it was Pokemon. Missing Link Kingdom Hearts is not Pokemon. And I feel like only a very small percentage of people would have even played Missing Link. Die-hard Kingdom Hearts fans would have played it. Casual Kingdom Hearts fans probably wouldn't have. So, and I'm a die-hard Kingdom Hearts fan, and even I wouldn't have played Missing Link. I would have probably watched the cutscenes on YouTube, like a lot of other people were going to do. That's what they did for Union Cross, because that's what people people don't want to play the mobile game. We have to actually spend money, and we have to grind hours and hours just to get to the next story content. Stuff like that. Nobody wants to do that. Really, no one wants to do that. That's why making these gacha games with important lore to the upcoming of a series is a double-edged sword, because if the game doesn't do well and it gets axed, then that means people essentially not only wasted their money, but they wasted their time. And that means the companies also wasted money and effort too, because they have to release these games for free. They have to hinge on the possibility of people buying these games. They have to hinge on that possibility, because if they don't, they've wasted so much money to make a free game. And to do that, they have to dump in a bunch of stupid-ass microtransactions and gotcha bullshit and all this crap just to get someone to play the damn game. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. And I'm not sad, super sad that Union Cross is dead. I'm bummed out with the story stuff, but the game as a whole, I'm okay with it, because that means they can put more time and effort to Kingdom Hearts 4. And if they want to salvage Missing, I would just suggest just making a damn single player game out of it. It doesn't have to be a long game. It could be super short. I don't want Missing Link to be gone forever. I just want it to be in a format that I feel like I would be more comfortable with playing and enjoying as a Kingdom Hearts fan. And that's all I have to say about that. I will talk more about Kingdom Hearts 4 separately later, but I really wanted to get all my thoughts on Missing Link out the door now, because I wanted to make sure that I was on the ball about this whole thing. Because, again, Missing Link, sad. Really sad, but it is what it is. I know Nomura could be bummed out. Yoko Shimomura definitely was bummed out, because all the music and stuff she wrote for the game is not going to be used anywhere else. He's happy that Kingdom Hearts 4 is being coming out. That's great. But I feel sad when you put all this effort and time into something that just doesn't even come out. Missing Link didn't even come out. It's not like some games what was the most recent one? There was a recent gacha game that came out called Tribal 9, made by the people who made the guy who made Danganronpa. And that game came out and then died. The service was announced oh yeah, the game's going to die. And it was only out for 3 months. It's going to go all the way to November, so that's great and all, but why would you announce it so early and then tell us way later, yeah, it's going to die? And I'm well, there's no point in me playing it, because if it's going to die, then what would be the point in me actually, putting the effort into it? And that's what I'm saying. Because you're Missing Link's going to come out, not a lot of people are going to play it, and it's going to realize, hey, this game's this game's over. The game's dead. I mean, all the money you threw into it, all the time you threw into it, gone forever. So just say that.